Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Caves of Cud and the continuing adventures of the incredible night tree, whose bark, it turns out, is worse than everyone's bite. What are we doing? What am I even... we were going to look around. That's right. We have some kind of general, just like, travel to historical sites type quests, and I think this kind of stuff can be very useful to do. Sometimes you just find a bunch of XP. Sometimes you find a bunch of books, which is like finding a bunch of XP. And sometimes you find Inquisitivica Omasp friend. So let's have a quick look at our map for where these things are. Okay, so I am seeing that not necessarily all of them are super accessible. There's something way up here. Yeah, the Markalep Arboretum may have to rest a little bit, may have to wait. Root strangled to the earth and echoing the hoots of apes against its chrome walls, here stretches the ancient province where the eaters admired their strange flora. Indeed. Where else do we see... Actually, I don't feel like I see enough places where there are... Oh, there's, like, in the middle of the forest over here is one of our ruins. That's also probably... The jungly area, it's a little scary. This is the Natum Library, though. This is a place that we need to go. Yes, double checking. Right? Yeah. And there's got to be books there. It's called the Natum Library. I mean, also, I suppose we should probably go get some wire. Yeah, you know what? I might want to do that first, actually, because, as we well know now, getting the wire from the rust wells will get us a recoiler, which could be really useful if we get into trouble. So, let's head over to a rust well. Oh, I've gotten lost on the way there, it would seem. I've discovered Kirem's Shire. The settlement of Kirem's Shire, which is behind these walls, I guess. Here we go. What manner of settlement is this? Is it the kind of place where everybody wants to eat my entire face? It looks like an apple farm with a bright red farmer. Just a normal-ass apple farmer, I guess. This brawny, mustachioed man wears a white apron stained with the juice of star apples. His sable hair mats against the browned skin of his forehead. From his left forearm hangs a wet rag with which he scrubs the dirt from his hands every few moments. Sure. There's no door. It is possible that if we loot that chest, he and or his dogs are going to get mad, and also I don't actually... Like, the likelihood of there being things of value in that chest is pretty low, right? Wait a minute. I forgot to buy ammo. I was going to buy ammo before we left, for obvious reasons. It's a good thing we got lost on the way, actually. And then lost again on our way back. You discover Rhomboid Quincunx Kashan. What did you just say to me? You know what? I don't even want to... What is that? We saw something vaguely, briefly through the wall. I don't know that I want to explore this. There's a bunch of bedrolls on the ground over there. Also, a crocodile snuck up on me while I was looking to the right. Crocodile, do you mind? Thank you. We're going to come back. This location has been noted on our map. We're going to come back. For right now, I'm going to attempt to make it back to Joppa. So that's a slimy desert canyon. We're generally east of Joppa right now, right? So if we just keep moving west, we'll find our way to it eventually. I'm trying to be cautious as I move forward here. Try not to press the button too many times in a row just in case something horrible happens. We want to have Want to have not passed a bunch of turns before I can react to it. Let's change screens here. Okay. Sadly, no bearings gained. Yep, still lost. It's fine. We're just going to keep moving west, and every time we transition a column of screens, we check the screen that we transitioned onto and the one right below it, so we get 2 rolls on the recover your way table. And you know what we should probably do at some point? How many skill points do I have? I have 290 skill points right now. I haven't been super aggressive about the spending. Partially because I was waiting to see if we were going to find more bullets. We should probably pick up some like basic wayfaring skills, right? What if I had a lower chance of getting lost and a doubled chance of regaining my bearings? Let's purchase basic wayfaring. That seems wise. If we pick up a wilderness lore, we will have a double chance of interesting encounters while traveling through tiles of the lore's type, and also it will reduce the chance of getting lost from base 12% to base 1%, which obviously is pretty fucking rad. We do not have the intelligence, unfortunately, to buy the lores for the kinds of places where we're going through right now. So that's a little bit of a shame. I guess, there's a lot of marsh around here. I'm going to go ahead and buy this. And then the wilderness lore for flower fields is only 25 skill points. Let me just go ahead and buy that now while we're looking at it. Okay. Getting lost is detrimental to performing quests successfully. Let us try to limit the amount that it happens, and maybe consider investing in some intelligence eventually. Hooray! We regained our bearings and discovered even more ruins. There's so much stuff around Joppa. We were going to head over to Tam to see if Tam has any bullets, because he very often does. Tam, my hero. It's not a lot, but it's something. He's also got a $57 weird artifact. He's got a compound bow, which is an interesting item. So the compound bows receive bonus penetration based on the wielder's strength, which makes them a lot more interesting than like the garbage short bow that you start with, but obviously not like a super interesting thing for our build. So does he have anything else that's obviously like exciting? Oh gosh, I sure would love salve injectors. They're very expensive though. We don't really have all that much in the way of loot, I don't think. At least not stuff that I'm willing to part with. The beaded bracelets we could certainly sell here. And that iron longsword. And we do have 89 drams of water on us, so we also could sell the wine and cider, although there's no way to just sell the liquid, right? We have to sell the containers full of liquid, I believe. So that's a bummer because I don't want to lose all my water skins. And buying water skins back from him is the pretty expensive prospect because we are bad at trading, like really bad at it. So if I put one of these up here, you know what? We have 3 salve injectors. We're fine. We're fine. Just let me take that ammo off your hands. I'll pay 2 drams of water for it. That's fine. Reload my guns. Okay. So Dugapur trefoil was in fact in the southwest tile of this parasang. Let's go check it out. And keep in mind, the fact that we have bullets does not mean that we are safe to be here. What was that? Once again, I saw what looked like a fiery effigy of a person, and then it just sort of faded away. Very strange stuff. A leech farmer. The leech farmer slouches in the heat. A beaten leather hat is pulled low over his eyes, and sweat glistens on the scruffs of hair on his cheeks. His hands are caked in mud, blood, and salt, and his tunic is painted. I do not believe there is a way for us to... Yeah, we can't observe it. What we can do is go over there and have a chat with him. Hi there. Okay, my man's got blood. That makes sense. That's your deal. All right, well, you have fun doing that thing that I don't know why you would want to do. Is this a real crocodile? It is. Why are there so many damn crocodiles? So we have bullets. We're going to try to be judicious in their use. Rest until healed. That was... What just killed... What just killed a glow pad? Something killed a glow pad right in front of us. Was it the leech farmer? Why does everybody hate glow pads so much? So this kind of material that we're walking around here is tarnished chrome. There's just this chrome structure in the middle of the marsh. Just poke our head in here. This is an electric light, I believe, an arc sconce. Sharp points of chrome are the vertices of this utilitarian light fixture. Brightness bursts from its edges and lights the world. Alright, I'm trying to be a little bit cautious. Is that a pool of asphalt? It sure is. I'm trying to be a little bit cautious here because, you know, in theory there could be turrets or whatever. But instead we're just seeing a lot of, like, very boring furniture and rubble. I cannot move past the rubble. If I had taken some cool digging claws, we could just tear right through this stuff. Can I attempt to move? I mean, I can attack it. Do you really want to attack rubble? Yeah. Look at that. We deal damage. So you can just hold control and press toward a thing to... Wow. That first penetration roll was pretty lucky, huh? Okay, well... Yeah, anyway, you can hold control and press in the direction of something to force attack in that direction, even if it's a thing that ordinarily you would not attack by moving into. Okay, so if there is anything of value in this ruin, it's on the other side of that rubble, and we can't guarantee that there is anything of value. If we had a way through the chrome wall, obviously we could just do that instead, but we are not really set up for that kind of work. Why am I still carrying this? Drop this corpse. Yeah, we really don't have anything that is appropriate to this task, so I guess we're just moving on. What about this other ruin we found? The rhomboid Quincunx Kashan. Another weird chrome structure just in the middle of a marsh. Just a table with some bottles on it. There's an arc light and some furniture outside of the structure proper. That's interesting. There's probably a door somewhere here. Okay, show me... Gloaming spooked me for a second there as he popped in around us. Okay. So, a fire burning, some dogthorn trees that have been stripped recently, and a statue. Omasp I, the clear ghost of Alarsur. While visiting an obscure laboratory in Alarsur, Omasp met with a group of scientists and commissioned a hypothesis that evoked the presence of a freezing block of ice. She named it Ice's Pet. Huh. Okay, well, we can visit Alarsur as well. Keep in mind, when we get a quest to visit a ruin, we will get XP just for going there. You don't get that, I believe, with... I think you get some experience for just encountering ruins in the world, but it's not as much as fulfilling quests, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, well... This is disappointing. I guess I'm going to grab all the stuff in this chest, but that's not very cool. I mean, listen, not every ruin is valuable to explore. Some of them are just like somebody's old workshop or a storage bin. Okay, anyway. There was a ruin. Here's... Oh, no, that's right. That wasn't a ruin. That was an apple farm or a pig farm or something. Anyway. The Rustwells. Let's go earn ourselves a recoiler, shall we? That is a pink goat. A goat and friend to fungi. Okay. There's a lot of fungus around here. I'm going to do my best to not move adjacent to any of the giant mushrooms. A slime weep. I don't actually see it. Well, it's around here. Our character saw it. So a weep is essentially a thing that just emits a particular kind of fluid constantly. So somewhere on this tile, we saw a thing that is just pumping out slime in case we ever needed a whole bunch of slime. I don't think slime is a particularly useful one, but occasionally you will find weeps of valuable liquids. You know, like a wine weep or a cider weep can certainly be an extremely valuable thing to know the location of. So sometimes mushrooms will puff you with spores when you get close to them. Some of them are real dangerous and some of them aren't, and I don't, off the top of my head, remember which kinds are which. This one's stalk is trunk fat, and powder coats the spots on its humongous cap. Not a good sign. The pigment of its skin is liquid dye from a nearby weep. Interesting. This brooding jade puff here, this one I feel like, this one's going to gas us if we get close to it. Jade gills tense and release, tense and release, tense and release, as if drawing breath into the puffer's stem. With each exhalation, it belches a cloud of emerald spores like motes of twilight. They flutter back to the cap and congeal into a jade plasma. Yeah, I just don't want to get a lung full of spores, because some spores are really bad news. Okay, another liquid, another spotted shag spook. These ones don't seem to be too dangerous. Interesting. The walls here give way to fulcrete. Which is to say, you know, non-natural walls, obviously. Alright. It's worth spending ammo on kudzu, right? Because I don't want to rust my equipment. Reload, please. Purple spider. Also a friend to fungi. Okay, that one had a luminous horseshoe. There's an awful lot of mushroom stuff going on around here. We definitely don't want to just fall in the big hole in the middle. I really don't like the kudzu. I think the kudzu is a huge bummer. Is that a lit torch? It is an unlit torch. Okay, well. Here we have a big leech. A giant red leech. Neutral, it says. Okay. Spores, like I said. Behooves us to be cautious. I don't actually know what the rules are for the kudzu's rusting. A wax weep. Okay, so here's what a weep looks like. Would you believe it is waxy? So it's just emitting wax into the territory around here. I'm gonna scoop some of this up Wait, do I not have any open water skins? I don't, but we can pour this water into the canteen for sure. I don't know if wax is valuable or not, so we're going to collect some and find out. Next time we're near a merchant, we'll see if they want to. It's just like an angry dog, or nope. Ah, this dog is covered in mumble mouth. That is a type of fungal infection. It's pretty much what it sounds like, and I don't really want it. And in case that it's pretty much what it sounds like was vague, like it makes mouths grow all over your body, and they talk, they say things. I don't know if mumble is appropriate, but it's certainly mouths. A spark tick. Its sensory palps crackle and pop off of moontime, and its 6 legs flare with sparkle light. The bug kirems from spot to spot, galvanized by raw biocurrent. Cool and good for it. Okay, the electrical arc, it's just arcing around. It didn't affect us in any way. I'm just gonna... Ooh, we are not winning this fight. Well, I guess we are. Let me rest until healed, or until a scary goo monster shows up. That didn't take long at all, actually. Should I just shoot it? I don't want to waste bullets, and also I don't really want to accidentally hit a bat and have all of the bats in the area come after me. Yeah, we're winning melee combat against some of these weaker enemies. Let's try resting until healed again. Oh, I wilted. Easily enough resolved. Let's just make a little camp. Gather some fixings. A shim scale leaf, a colossal yabra root. Sorry, there's another R in there. Yabra root. And a pinch of rust. Delicious rust. Okay. Feeling as sated as anyone has ever felt. And then I pressed sprint instead of rest until healed. Okay, there we go. And now sprint's on cooldown, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. So it seems like a lot of the creatures down here have been infected by various types of spores. And I guess that's just fine. Come on. Don't really want to be attacking the kudzu in melee. I'm really worried that they will, on hitting us, I'm worried that they might rust one of my revolvers. Oh, wow. Okay. That place is in need of some defoliant gas. We don't have a defoliant grenade, right? We have like a thermal and a frost. Because there are some places where just a bunch of plant-destroying gas is actually very appropriate to the situation, and that is certainly a bunch of kudzu, and you don't want to risk rusting your equipment. Is certainly one of those things, one of those situations. All right, we're doing pretty all right on the copper wire. Just looking for stairs down here. Okay, none there. I see there's another angle we could come through up here. I do not fear these tiny slimes. I gotta be a little bit careful, because I'm gonna get overconfident and I'm gonna get us all killed. And you know, by all of us I mean me. And just me, but it will be traumatic for everybody. That's the point. Okay, so maybe... Oh, let's loot all of these plant parts that are falling off everywhere. Oh, hell yeah. Bunch of copper wire, very valuable. Okay, that kudzu's on that wall. It's not going to be a passage beyond there, I don't reckon. Come on, where the hell are the stairs? We know that there must be some. I'm trying not to be around when the thing does its spark behavior. Alright, I'm having a heck of a time hitting that angle, apparently. Trying not to spend too much ammunition. It really is quite frustrating to find the stairs in this place. How badly do I want that copper wire? It is 10 feet. Alright, we're not going to fight the kudzu. I'm just going to step in. Oh, I need to spend a turn to grab it, which means I get attacked. He missed. It's fine. He's a plant. You should win combat against stationary plants. That feels like a reasonable expectation. What's going on with this tile? A layer of resin extruded by Shug-Ruith spawn. Sloping streamers of oily shellac are molded to floor contours and trace a star orchid path. The whole section is glazed with shale chips and dust. What in the hell is going on down here? Is this stuff also... No, this is just fulcrete. Okay, that stuff looks a lot like fulcrete from the side until you see the weird patterns. Cut is a place where a lot of weird shit is always occurring. Alright, we didn't see it already, right? I'm not just missing it. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong button. Alright, can we please just calm down with the kudzu? Calm down with the hostile plant life. Oh, that's a Gershling. A burrowing Gershling. Ooh. A better quality of Gershling. I'm going to let it fight the stuff around here. Actually, it looks like it's mostly not doing that. It is hostile to me. Maybe it's not hostile to the dragonfly? So it's just getting hard body blocked. Okay, and then it burrowed into the ground and waited until I got close and came up again. Well, that's just poor sportsmanship. I mean, we hit it. You know what? I'm going to quill fling against things that are adjacent to us. I am leaking, which is a bummer. Some sap-stained shale, another layer of resin. I wonder if we can hack through the resin. It takes damage more readily than you would expect fulcrete to. That said, we're penetrating, but we're dealing very, very small amounts of damage. What state is this in? Okay, we got it down to yellow already. I'm just thinking there might actually be passage beyond this, right? Like this might be blocking our way, and as frustrating as it is to try to dig out a space worth of resin with a knife, not exactly the tool for the job, I don't really know that we have another option. It's badly damaged. It's almost gone. There we go. Oh, damn it. There's another layer, but this one's sap-stained somehow. And we can see that there's passage beyond it, right? We can see that this tile of fulcrete does not have more fulcrete to its left. So there is something over there. And maybe it's a way down. Come on, just get out of my way. I do wish that there was a way of automating, like, repetitive tasks like this, setting your character into, hey, look at that. The stairs were beyond. Setting your character into do this until it is done mode. Oh my god, the amount of hostile plant life in this place. Let's see if we can cut this dreadroot down before it becomes a larger problem. Alright, hopefully things will not affect any of our equipment except for the dagger. We can hear combat going on somewhere. Your knife I will take. The other stuff, probably not so much. The thing is, we know, like, grenades in our inventory, we're getting rusted, right? So it really does seem like it should be the case that anything you're carrying could potentially get it. Okay, neutral cave spider. A lot of kinds of spiders are just very chill to us. Something just hit this slug snout. Or the slug snout just hit something. Slug snouts, of course, are very scary, as we all remember. But we have the magic of the quill. I love to just fling my quills everywhere. Boom. Slug snout down. Okay. So we hit the bottom level, right? 8,000 drams of salty water. But there is something in the middle of it. 50 feet of wire. I'll swim over for that. And a wet odd trinket and 2 strands of 50 feet of wire. Actually, very rad. And also a segmented mirthworm. Huh. Get out of here, worm. Oh, fancy snapjaws. How tough is this guy? He's rated as easy relative to us. I think we can probably just knife fight him. I don't need to spend quills on this. We're still regenerating from taking down the slug snout. A frowning moon mask. The moon scowls on an unseen jungle, the craters of brows shaded with animal ash and eaten to a natural ridgeline by the venomous breathe of God. It's probably supposed to be breath. What am I getting for my current head equipment? Oh, sorry, this is gonna be face equipment though, right? We could gain a point of dodge. Okay. Armor value 4, dodge value 12. Feeling pretty hard to hit. Although, of course, never as hard as you think. I should probably rest until healed. Oh, can't rest when there's kudzu. Well, like it's gonna crawl over here. Oh my god, look at how much there is. We're on the bottom floor. At this point, all we're trying to do is just loot a bunch of wire. But this stuff sure is, like, gatekeeping us really hard. Okay, fortunately, we're not the only creature here who agrees that the kudzu needs to be dealt with. I'm going to let that bat finish it off. God, there's so much of it, too. Well, there goes my sturdy bronze dagger. That's not one of the ones that I was fighting with, right? No, we're using iron daggers for combat. I was planning on just running around the corner. You know what? Quills. Quills for the lot of you. Okay, these shoes have no statistical value. A piece of graffitied fulcrete, the flywheel of our schemes and devices, and it will be bonded to it. All right, that's 172 feet. We're getting there. There's got to be some more wire around here somewhere. Come on, gun. Why is it just shooting straight northward? Incredibly frustrating behavior. I am going to, of course, loot all of the fallen kudzu stems. And then we're going to make a mask out of these. So the kudzu knows who's boss around here. Okay, here we go. This has got to be enough, right? Nope, 185. Let's be rid of you as well. Okay, we are really, really close. Oh my god. Look at this nonsense. Quills. Quills. Okay, this is a nightmare. We're picking up a lot of kudzu stems. These little spiders don't naturally respond to the harassment of the kudzus, which is weird. Or maybe I'm weird for taking it so personally. Quills. Stop. Just fucking leave me alone. Okay. Still having trouble finding more. I mean, that's just going to be walls up there, right? The kudzu is on the walls, so... I guess the best thing is to try to go top left. Get out of here, Mirthworm. Yeah, it's hard to imagine there not being any more copper wire at this point, right? Like, it's got to be... Jeez, all these little worms are taking a real beating from the kudzu. That said, they're very focused on harassing me, like I'm the one doing it. Alright, we'll use our quills to just clear the way a little bit. There's got to be some more wire. Now that is some efficient quill management. Can we please pick up the kudzu stem? No, don't pick up the extremely heavy... What kind of worm weighs 20 pounds? Okay. This is a different kind of plant that doesn't root my... doesn't have a chance of rusting my stuff. Unfortunately, that was only 3 feet worth of wire for all that effort. Okay, these guys are still fairly tough. You might be worth some gunfire. He's still fine even after taking that many bullets, which has me a little worried. It's not very good at attacking us. Yeah, we're really, really not getting through for very much. I could try the claws on this guy, but maybe we'll just, like, knife fight for a second here. See how that goes. Critically hit me for 1. It did daze me. But yeah, it seems to be having a real problem being a threat to us, so I'm not going to spend any more bullets on it. We're not doing damage to it very quickly, but it's not doing damage to us very quickly either. For the most part, it gets through for a fair amount here and there. Okay. Let's reload. Let's rest until healed. I know there's you're aware that that stuff can't move, right? Now speaking directly to my character. Okay, enemy with a proper ranged attack. I think we will at least grab the dagger here. Am I really just going to be out of wire to grab? Uh-oh. A snapjaw hunter hit me with a weird artifact. Oh, that's interesting. He threw a fungicide grenade at us. He actually did hit me with it, so he did 1 damage, like he threw a rock at my head. Fungicidal gas. Not super dangerous to us, obviously. You know what? I'm just going to step up next to him, or step up toward where I thought was next to him, and have at it with the quills. You know what? You get a bullet. Congratulations. Really punch it above your weight there. Gosh, I just need a little bit of wire. Okay, well that's just a dead end. It's not even a good reason to be up here. Yeah, maybe we needed to collect more wire on higher levels, because it sure does seem like we're out of it down here. This is another set of quills, I think. So the prickler is a hell of a lot tougher than the other plants that we've been fighting. Did we hit it? Fling your quills everywhere. Actually, it looks like the quills didn't even make an attack on that thing. That's weird. I wonder why not. Oh, another slug snout. Actually pretty dangerous. So we are going to focus our best on akimboing it to death, and unfortunately I'm mostly going to be hitting the walls around it. Okay. 198 feet. So we know there's nothing of value in that hallway. There's got to be somewhere on a previous level where I missed 2 feet of wire, right? Feels a little wasteful to use the quills for everything, but you know, over time it's fine. They'll recharge. Okay, what about this little passage? It looks like there is nothing of value here. Well, this has been very disappointing. Pretty much all the way around. Okay, it looks like there is a little passage. Oh, maybe not. I was going to say it looked like it connected to that open gap on the right there, but I no longer think that. So I guess let's go see what the deal is with that. The answer is it's nothing. It's all garbage. It's all always garbage. All right. Well, eyeballing the walls here, I think we've probably gotten all the value out of this floor that we're going to get. Yeah, we probably just need to look around more. Probably just need to look around more cautiously on the floors above us. Maybe not this one, though. I feel like we were pretty thorough on this one. Oh, just dropping my phone because I'm very clumsy. Can't auto walk if there are hostile walls that I could just avoid. All right, can you please just make it over to the stairs? Stop panicking about all of the kudzu. Actually, this is a pretty fully explored floor too, it looks like. All right, there's combat happening over here. But we explored this area already. Some creatures just can't stand to be peaceful. Right, I didn't go that way because there is an actively fungus shooting, or an actively spore shooting mushroom in the area. I suppose that makes sense. All right, what about over here? We just need like 2 or 3 feet of... Ah, shit. Walk too close to the brooding jade puff. I got spored. We're gonna hope that that doesn't result in... I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to... I probably don't want to just like pour water over myself. I have itchy skin though, and that does have me worried. Hate spores. All right, you know what? It'd be worth it if it clears the skin up. It didn't. All right, I tried to rinse the stuff off as quickly as I could. Sadly, to no effect. Now, it won't necessarily manifest into some kind of incredibly ugly infection. All right, let's look around this screen. There's often a fair amount of wire laying around on the ground on the top screen, or maybe we just didn't get it all. There are other rust wells we can go to as well. Aha! That is, of course, adjacent to a big mushroom, but it is the amount that we would need to finish things up. Okay. Ah, here's our slime weep. In case we wanted a really large amount of slime. I don't think I do. I think I want to just go home. Okay. Lost again. Immediately regained our bearings. That's a much better experience. Okay, first things first. It has been a few days since we were here. Do you happen to have a refilled inventory? You do. Oh, those are some fancy arrows. Anything here that we really want to make sure we get a hold of? Yeah, I don't think so. I'll just go ahead and pay you 2 drams of water for some more bullets. Also, I should be walking around with my pistols reloaded. All right, Mr. Archive. Here's your wire. Okay. Now he wants us to listen to his device with him. Yep, something strange is occurring, some sort of repeating transmission. We will go forth to the Barathromites. Okay. A canticle for Barathrum indeed. Is my skin still itchy? It is. Friends, I am concerned. This could be the start of something very ugly. Okay, anyway, now that we have a Jalpur recoiler, the ability to flee more effectively from danger, let's just head up toward these valuable ruins. You know what, let me... Okay, I discovered a grove. A star apple grove, which means there'll be a star apple farmer somewhere around here. And if there isn't, then we're looting this treasure chest. These 2 treasure chests. They're not super likely to have anything in them. Anything of value, anyway. Ugh, I wilted. Well, you know, up here we can just bask. Oh, it's nighttime. All right, well, up here we can just make camp. That's fine. All right. Hey there. I need help with not being lost. Thank you. You do not have anything I'm interested in aside from that. I moved a single tile, lost my bearings, and then immediately regained them. And then immediately lost them again. What an experience we are having here in these canyons. Oh, hey, look, it's more kudzu. Just what we all always wanted. Oh, there is some kind of, is that spores or gas? That's defoliant. Okay. I mean, these normal snapjaws are absolutely no threat to us. One of them dropped some painted furs. Okay, I think this is a piece of information we already knew. And yeah, nothing else here is terribly interesting. Is this just salt? Yeah. Do you guys mind? Just kind of wasted my time. Steel battle axe, probably way more impressive looking than valuable. All right, let's try going this way. There is shale in the way. Okay, regain my bearings. So that was the tile we had become lost on earlier. Oh, all right. Finally, we have made it to Natum Library. Gotten ourselves some XP. At this point, it's not actually a very impressive amount of XP anymore. All right, big scary boars. What is going on with the walls here? Gilded marble from the Sultanate of Omasp II. Precious stone was dragged from the reaches of the dreaming earth, stacked in cyclopean designs, and carved to the splendor of 1,000 blooming florets. Moistureless air preserves the gilding, but time has softened its edges. Softened, probably? All right, I think that boar was moving toward us anyway, but it got spooked by the dread roots, which is embarrassing for it. Not going to panic about being shot at. It's just a snapjaw. There we go. They haven't even got the wherewithal to run away correctly. Getting to be an awful lot of pigs around here. I'm just going to quill fling. Let's clean that up real fast. And then rest until healed at their little camp here. I was hardly damaged, so it was probably not even worth doing. You can see up there a metal folding chair. We don't yet know what it is, but... Sorry, the character doesn't yet know what it is, but you and I can certainly tell. We'll go check out those snapjaws later. There's a lot of these folding chairs around here. Come on, this is supposedly... Ooh, a stun rod is worth looting. Oh. There we go. There's a lot of lights around here, and the name of the place suggests that it is a library. I'm really, really hoping for bookshelves. Ooh, the illuminated. Vacant spaces the light and toss it. Lucky us. Like cheesecloth. All right, we're going to take a second here and have a look at these books. Okay. Just means it's worth 30% more. You will understand, friend human, if you filed it into a red was owing to their natural beauty or their path, all in Bela, and their exposed roots trace the outline of something to the musician who pours forth such helpful influences, for he believes, as I love you. Hard to go wrong with that. Liquid choice alter sanguine mixture. Change creature. So that's a book about medicine or mouthwash. I guess mouthwash is a kind of medicine. You take the definition of medicine loosely enough. That's a real, like, well, technically. Oh, they're going to try to surround me. Wow, I actually took a lot of damage really fast there. I'm going to back up and quill spray. And back up and back up. Quill spray. Yeah, these slimes are a little bit tougher than I was expecting. It's rated easy. Okay, we've at least killed it now. I will definitely take the leather whip and the dagger, and then kill you at my leisure. And then just back him into the corner here and rest until healed. Okay, that's a defoliant miner. We should probably kill it as a matter of just, you know, it is worth XP to kill it. But obviously that kind of mine is not a great danger to us. I've been impaled. Stupid young ivory. Okay, yeah, 225 XP. That's very reasonable. Worth the effort for sure. I got all excited when we saw the table there. A Desert Chris is a better kind of knife. It's probably worth something. Okay, that may be all the books we're going to find here. We still haven't actually gotten to explore out this way, though. Yep, okay, I guess that really does look like everything. There might be some open rooms over here to the left. Come on, just die. Alright, cut this stuff down. Come on. Oh, hi there. A jeweler. Now see, this is very interesting. Water wealth means nothing if you cannot carry it. Need jewels? So this this person is only tough relative to us, which means that probably with a little bit of gunplay and a little bit of quill spray, we could just kill it. I'm a little bit invested in seeing if there are any defenders around. I'm also kind of hoping that it will get into a fight with the Snapjaws. Because if we're just around when it died by other causes, nobody could possibly blame me for just pulling all of the stuff off of that corpse, right? Unfortunately, I've lost sight of it. What is that? A salty, bloody leech corpse. Bloodstained bronze dagger. Ooh. That is a proper rifle. This is not optional. We are absolutely taking this. And I think there is some question as to whether we should immediately start using it. Okay, that's where there was blood on the ground there, is because that is the location of a giant ivory. Stupid plants. Stupid hostile everything. Okay. Even more books. Even more books. The jeweler is cleaved and somewhat injured. We could make a lot of money if I just jumped you. Thinking about it very hard. Here's the question, like, what are the ethical rules that an incredible night tree must live under? Because we really could get a lot of value out of those gems. Those could change our life, and it's a nice light source of value too. It's also possible I would just die. The jeweler just fell asleep right in front of us. Let me go grab these books. I think I'm just going to leave them alive. Consisteth of 12 strata. Bats the air. Okay, a couple more meaningful bookshelves. Even more goddamn ivory. Does it look like the library continues up here? No, not really. Yeah, that's outside. Okay, well, I do think... Snapjaw preventing me from resting. Wait. Snapjaw, kill this... Stop attacking me, you asshole. You know what? He has a witchwood wreath, which we are going to get. I think you have to have the harvest skill to do the thing I want, which means we can't do it right this second. Yeah. But as you might imagine, this is made of witchwood, and so we can harvest witchwood bark from it. But you have to have the harvest skill. That's something we could learn. If I attacked you, we might have to deal with the trash... Yeah, the trash monk is a hired guard, so we would have to deal with the trash monk as well. And that's already a battle that is neutral to us. I'm going to not do it. I'm going to choose to be a friend to jewelers. So, now that we have a bunch of books, this would seem to me to be the time to go and visit the 6-day stilt. Let's see if we can get there in one piece. And unfortunately, the spores have become mumblemouth. So, dozens of tiny mouths tessellate the infected skin, their moist lips pursing in asynchronicity and panting out prattle. Every so often, the cacophony harmonizes into sensible speech. I did not remember it giving a point of armor. That's really something. But, unfortunately, because I believe that is a kind of head, now that we have two heads, it's averaging the value of the items. And so we did not actually gain a point of AV from it, as you can see there. It is providing half a point. So that's a bummer. Anyway, we're working toward the stilt. I'm staying in the canyons on the edge of the desert because the open desert is actually quite dangerous. Ooh, a cider weep. This is valuable. Sorry, I'm not trying to interact with you, Dragonfly. I'm trying to collect all this liquid. I don't know how much room is left in our cider skin, but we should definitely fill it. And this is not a huge amount of stuff just sitting here on the ground necessarily, but it will continue to leak these fluids forever. This boar really wants a fight. Okay. It is content to pick on the firefly there. So we have 59 drams of cider. Seems pretty good. There are barely hostiles nearby. Right, I'm lost. Okay, we're going to travel up along the edge of the screen here. We've discovered the workshop of Yorok, the legendary shoemaker. I don't love wandering around in the desert at night, but A legendary shoemaker is likely to have done some, some cleanup in his environs. We're a little bit less likely to get just like murdered by random garbage here, I think, than in most places. Shoes. Okay, just random shoes. Not special shoes, not the finest shoes we've ever seen. Aha, some kind of statue. Deep in Temple Province, Dwarakesh, Yalarad discovered Anamash. There he befriended insects and helped sack a village and burn its homes to the ground. What a hero. Okay, these are some very basic shoes. I was kind of hoping that there would be like a really cool, I don't know, I was going to say high-level shoes laying around. I don't really know what I mean by high-level shoes. I am not going to attempt to open that chest. That chest does not belong to me. Where is the actual... Where's the shoemaker, I wonder? Okay, leather boots that have some stats. Because our current boots... right, we're currently not wearing any boots, and also we have a bunch of feet, so... we need to get all of them booted before we'll see much of an effect from that. Okay, nothing in the various... Aha! Ooh, engraved leather boots. Nothing in these various baskets around here. This item is engraved with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Orolatafa. I think that's the first time we've seen that one. One night, under the beetle moon, a babe was found swaddled with a fateful 10-sided die in each hand by a group of water barons in Tebuan. They took her into their fold and fostered her, and she became known as Orolatafa, the fortuitous seed of water barons. Okay, it's a village called Tebuan somewhere. And also more information, and also equip this. There we go. Now our armor value actually went up. This is like a road. Where's this road going? It's not like for certain there will be something on the other side of the road, but it is curious that there is a road, right? I guess... Gosh, I hate it here. I hate the amount of fungus we're seeing. Oh, there was a sapweep on that screen. It was just like very close to it. I don't think sap is a valuable liquid. Okay, it is now more light out, and so we can see a little bit better. If the legendary shoemaker is not around, there might be like a staircase down. Aha. Like that into the shoemaker's home proper. What are we looking at here? Aloe Volta. Mottled leaf shoots are splayed out in rosette. They sizzle and pop. I do believe these things are dangerous. So, you know, we don't need to hang out with this shoemaker just now. I was going to see if we could buy fancy shoes, but we managed to loot at least one armor value worth of shoes, so I'm okay with that, I think. Okay, so this right here is part of the reason that I was worried about this area. These things, fast-moving, flying lizards that shoot fire. Leathery wings bat smoke off her shimmering aura, and her S-shaped bod ripples across the waves of air. Her plumage is bright with the singe of carnelian breath. I'm just saying, that's an awful lot of consummate V's over there, you know? We are going to try to regain our bearings by just, there we go, transitioning screens, and then we will continue to walk along the edge of the... God damn it. Well, that's interesting. There's just a staircase down in the middle of this, this tile, down to a place where there is so much salt. I mean, there could be any number of things going on here. The Naphtali jeer shames you with her words. I'm shamed. A body time fit to living in the smalls of spiral roots is kept warm by a layer of symbiotic moss fur. Bright, scanning eyes peer out the selfsame mask of her minion, making her face a blazing portrait of togetherness, laced, burned, and painted to point. Yeah, how'd you feel about this? Well, I mean, she survived it. There we go. Ow! A dawn glider. Okay, we're leaving. Up. Nope, sorry. Up is the button I wanted. That bear is pursuing. I am disinclined to stop and fight because, yeah, the dawn glider is probably also pursuing. We're going to turn on sprint mode and run. Do not run while on fire in real life. Not a great strategy. Kind of forcing the flames to your head here. I'm going to interact. If you stop and interact with yourself, yeah, okay, there's a fight fire command. Whew, okay, managed to put that out. Let's keep moving for a moment. Oh, cool, I wilted. Let's bask for a moment. Cool. Okay, it doesn't seem like we're being followed, so rest until healed. Nope, the dawn glider is for sure still after us. These fucking things. Okay, regain my bearings. Am I far enough away from it to... Nope, still hostiles nearby. I think it's that chameleon rather than the dawn glider that's doing it. Can I get out now? Okay. Back to the map. Travel. Travel is dangerous. Wait, what's that? The asphalt mines. Rubble encases this abandoned mine where ancient tribes siphoned the black blood for their own inscrutable purposes. They just wanted to pave paradise. Everybody's so judgmental. Okay. Once again, same deal, just trying to regain our bearings. We know we are east of the stilt, so traveling west seems wise. This is a mechanimist pilgrim. He probably is willing to tell us where we're at. Buddy, wait, stop moving so fast. Oh, thank you. Ooh, he has a book. Like a good book. A yellow titled book. That said, it is very expensive. I'm not going to trade for it. Whew, okay. We made it to the 6-day stilt. Oh, glorious Shekinah. 1500 XP. Very significant. There's a lot of stuff to do here, and we're totally going to do it. But I'm just going to do one thing real quick, and we'll end the episode, and we can begin engaging with the stilt proper next time. What I want to make sure we do right now is go visit Sheba Hagadius. Hagadius? Who knows? This character is always right here. I believe that Sheba is a different, can be like any species in the world. This time we got a Gershworm. But Sheba Hagadius is the librarian of the stilt, a person to whom you can bring books that you encounter in the world. So, in the narthex of the stilt, cloistered beneath a marble arch and close to her argent fathers, she muses over a tattered codex. She's safe here, but it wasn't always that way. As a youngling, her own kind understood her little. Only when she was gifted a copy of the Canticles Chromaic did she learn comfort or mirth or reason. Her journey to the stilt took several years, but now that she's here, Sheba seeks to consolidate all the learning of the ages tucked away in Cud's innumerable chrome nooks. Here she prepares a residence where pilgrims can study the wisdom of others and bring themselves nearer to the divinity of the Cassafessence. So, let's have a quick chat. Hey there. Live and learn, wanderer. Have you come across any books or scrolls in your travels? Do you care to donate one to the Cathedral Library? Whenever you return, you may speak to me and read anything you've donated. Yeah. What use is a library in this salt den? Or in the marshes, strangled by wild plants and poisoned by the glow? Wouldn't a stash of vine reapers serve us better? I mean, this is a silly question, but we're going to ask it so that y'all can see the answer. You share the pessimism of my kin, and several of the priests as well. My heart hears you, but listen to my words, and maybe you will come to feel as I do. To devalue wisdom is to devalue the Cassafessence. She shines in the void, refracting light, illuminating those around her. So does the written wisdom of our elders. The machinery of chromium is complex in its divinity. Don't we do a disservice to our fathers when we remain ignorant of it, of our past, of our future? Don't we deserve the joy of knowing? Bless Eshelstadt II, first child, for he believes as I do. Okay, all right, I'll donate a book. So we're just going to give them all over, and you can see the books just give XP. Altogether, this is a fair amount. Sheba Haggadayas provides some insightful commentary on these books, causing us to gain a total of 3,700 XP. Pretty fantastic. You got anything interesting for trade? I mean, just the books we gave you. And these Canticles Chromaic. Pretty expensive. Not, I think, worth the stuff. Live and drink, Chronicler. So yeah, now we're in pretty good shape here. We have 325 skill points to spend, an attribute point, and 4 mutation points. There's an awful lot we could do with all this, including getting our agility to 27 so that we could pick up even more impressive pistol tricks. Will we do that? Honestly, I have no idea. I'm not thinking about this right now. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to cash in some of this value, and then we're going to probably spend a significant portion of the episode just exploring the 6-day stilt. It really is a wondrous place, although I'll be honest with you, I wish I had an awful lot more money on me. And we'll see you then.